Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We back here, 2026. Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a great holidays. I wish everybody prosperity, good health, longevity, everything in 2026, man. From the heart, from me to you, man. I love you guys, and I want to appreciate y'all for taking the time to watch the channel and everything. And yeah, man, 2026, I feel like it's going to be a good year. We're going to grow together. I'm going to be doing a lot of content this year back home in France, with my computer. So we're going to be kicking it out. So anyway, let's get into this video. I know y'all seen the recent news what Donald Trump had just did the other day over there in Venezuela. So he's still doing his thing. And, I don't know how long this nonsense is gonna last. Maybe it's gonna last the whole 4 years or 3 more years. I don't know. I hope it doesn't last too long though. But let's see about this video about my Canadian people, man. It says Canadians need to be prepared to face new security measures at U.S. border. Immigration expert. Now, why are they still messing with the Canadians at the border? I don't know. I feel like enough is enough. But let's check out this video. We'll get more context from the videos to see what's really going on. And yeah, man, I need to get y'all's opinion on what's going on as well. So let's see.
Canadians traveling to the U.S. are facing new rules at the border after U.S. President Donald Trump signed an executive order on stricter requirements for foreign visitors.
We regret that we're not going down. In a sense, we met some great people, some great Americans, some great Canadians at the RV parks we stayed at, and we enjoyed our stay down there.
Under the order, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security must ensure that all non-Americans staying in the country for more than 30 days register with the government. The new measures that come into play December 26th expand security screening, including mandatory fingerprinting and photographs for visitors. With me now is Warren Kreitz, certified specialist in immigration law. Warren, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So, these new measures at the U.S. border include things like mandatory fingerprinting and photographs. Let's start here. What do you make of all of this?
Well, the name of the executive order to which you referred, which was signed by President Trump in January 20th of this year, is called Protecting the American People Against Invasion. So it's got a pretty...
What the hell is he talking about? Protecting the American people against invasion. What is he talking? Donald Trump has lost his noodles. This guy here is a Canada representative for real. Look at all this kind of Canadian stuff in the back. He letting it be known where he from. I ain't mad at you, Warren, but protect him from invasion. So you got to fingerprint and take photos. I guess that'd be a way to track who's been there longer. But they would have to get stopped by the police. It's weird, man. That's weird. Let's just see what he got to say.
Embellished title. Canada's included in the list now. We used to be exempt from almost everything. But Canadians, and I mean Canadian citizens, including permanent residents, are now required to register. I mean, the adjudication at the border is a lot more thorough, a lot more detailed, and perhaps at times a lot more hostile. There's two reasons for this. One is the Trump administration is requiring U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers to be that way. But it's also because there are fewer travelers, which means these same officers have more time to spend on each examination. That is to say, each person presenting in front of them.
Now, we're already hearing stories of confusion over the new rules. Some travelers have already gotten conflicting information about forms that they have to fill out versus not fill out. What do Canadians need to know before crossing the border?
Well, as before, and this has been true for a very long time, Canadians need to be prepared. And being prepared means bring documents to authenticate, to verify, to corroborate the oral examination, the questions, the answers. Border officers want to see third-party authentication or verification. So they want to see that Canadians are domiciled in Canada, that is to say they're living here, and they're going to America for a temporary purpose, which will be explained by the traveler. But the traveler needs to take documents, proof of, their domicile, their home, their rent, their tax paid, their bank accounts so that they're self-sustaining, any and all documents that demonstrate that their pied-à-terre, this is a French term for their foot on the ground, is more
Pied-à-terre.
centered in Canada than anywhere else. And they're only going to the States for a temporary purpose. So make the job easy for the U.S. border officer. I always use a term in my law practice called feed the baby the pablum. Just give the officer everything that they need to make their job easy, and the border crossing should go smooth and easy.
All right. If someone runs into a snag, what should they do?
Well, listen to the reasons why there is a snag. And if you want to try a second time, don't go to another border crossing. That's not appreciated by U.S. border officers. Don't just drive down the border and go to another place or go to another airport. Leave. You're allowed usually to remove your application for entry. Go and get the documents that the officer is saying have been missing or deficient, and try a second time. And get professional advice if you feel you need it.
Some good advice for us, Warren. Thank you very much for your time today. Appreciate it. That is Warren Kreitz, a certified specialist in immigration law. Take care.
Thank you. You too.
Now let's talk about it. Now, first and foremost, getting photographed and fingerprint to travel is crazy. Like, you at the border, I'm talking about, they treating you like a criminal. Now you're in their systems. Listen, that's just like invasion. Like, not like invasion. I don't want to say an invasion. It'd be like invasion of privacy, because, like, bro, you trying to get my fingerprints, my photo. So now you got me in your systems. Like, that's the stuff that you do when you commit a crime, go to jail. They fingerprint you and take your photo, man. What's going on? Why? Nobody wants to get treated like a criminal. Like, and then it's not. Is it even worth the hassle to go traveling to America if you got to go through all of this nonsense? Like he said, the Canadians used to be exempt, and it should still be that way, if you ask me. For real. Like, come on, man. There's other ways to go about it, but that still is not going to stop people from, the illegals from coming over. People who's crossing the border, they probably have paperwork, passports, whatever it is they need to cross the border if they're at those checkpoints. Now, the people he wants to stop from invasion of the country is the illegals. You know what I mean? So it don't make no sense to me. Like, the illegals, they're not going to take the checkpoint to get through. And if they do, they're probably hiding in some, compartments, or, they're going to border crossing where there's nobody. Like, I don't know what's wrong with Trump, man, and their little agenda that they're pushing, but they just, this is crazy. I don't like what's going on, for real. Like, man, come on, you don't do all this just for somebody who's visiting the country. Of course, you want to enforce the rules, and people are not supposed to overstay their welcome. Yes, but I believe there's other ways to go about it besides this here, invading somebody's privacy, and that just feels like I don't. It's, man, now I'm in your system with my fingerprints and photo because I wanted to go maybe buy a certain thing from this shop over, or, just like, man, is it really worth all this? To me, it's not. For real. To me, it's not. And I think more people are going to opt out of going to America because they got to go through these hassles. It's crazy. We're visitors. We're not criminals. You know what I mean? I'm speaking as if I'm a Canadian. I'm not a Canadian. But I'm just trying to think like, hey, man, I'm a visitor. Why am I getting treated like a criminal And then if they want to go through my phone, I got to let them go through my phone and do all this. Man, come on. No, who wants to go through all this nonsense, bro? Man, please. Let me know what you guys thought about this. It's just ridiculous. I don't like it at all. Donald Trump.